videos on drugstore brand limited editions. I usually can never find them, and then I wandered into two drugstores that are not on my daily path but on my weekly path, and I found like everything. So I got it and decided to do video reviews on it. So right now I'm doing a review for what's on my eyes. And this is from the Revlon Ria Rush collection by Gucci Westman, who I guess is their creative director. And according to Revlon, it showcases the latest trends inspired by the passion and energy of Brazil. Bold, bright, sexy colors perfectly complemented with glowing, bronzing skin. Get ready to celebrate. So the palette I have right now on is the Revlon Colorstay, and it's in Exotic. And I already did a review for the other one. So this is what it looks like. I did a review for the other one, which I will put a link in the description for that, which was these colors here. And the other, and this is the Wild. And so in this one, there are two kind of shimmery shades and two mattes. And then the one I have right now, of course, I've lost my brush again. I always drop everything when I do these videos. There's only one shimmery shade and the other three are mattes. We don't put colors on the shades, and I'll show you what I did as I put this on. I also incorporated, just to show you, I incorporated, what, a fifth color. Someone had made a comment in the other video comments about putting a lighter yellow on the inner part of the eye, and so I took a Sigma lighter matte yellow and just put that in the inner part of the eye. And I actually do like yellows a lot. I do like bright yellows a lot as well, and one really great trick with a bright yellow like this is to take it and just put it on the inner part of the eye like this, right in the inner corner. In fact, I'll do that in a minute just to show you the difference. And then it really just opens up the eyes, and you can add browns, work really well. If you really want to go wild, you can add oranges and reds, but just for a muted look, using browns or grays is really pretty. So these are them. So the first shade I love with a passion. I thought on the other palette, Quad, the shimmery ones were weaker than the others. They were fine, but the formula's a little patchy. They say 16-hour wear. I don't get 16-hour wear. This side has no eyeshadow primer on it. This one does, and I thought on this one they looked a little bit more even. On the other colors, I noticed a visible difference when I applied the makeup between the one with the eyeshadow primer and the one who doesn't. So if you want to mute down the shades, don't put an eyeshadow primer on. But they also didn't last that well. They lasted maybe 7 hours, a little fading maybe around there. Without the eyeshadow primer, they did last longer with it. So anyway, I said I love the first color. So it is a little patchy, I'll admit, and I have outdoor swatches too. But it's like this neutral, really pale, frosty yellow, and it's a warmer yellow. I don't think these kind of light shades always show up that well on camera, but it's just a really unusual kind of highlighter shade or, you know, basic base shade. So I put that right up here with a bigger brush. And I just love it because it really works with certain eyeshadows beautifully, and it's a hard color to find. I don't think I've ever actually quite seen a shadow like this. So then I'm going to do the brighter yellow. And I wanted to get a really good swatch. This is a really bright, rich yellow. It looks kind of like Play-Doh yellow to me, but it's more like a canary yellow. I actually had a canary that color when I was a kid. So I put the lighter Sigma shadow right in here, and then I put this brighter canary yellow here. And then later, after I put it with a big brush, I came with a smaller brush like this and perfected it. And let me show you what I mean about putting a little bit of the brighter one in here. And these are a lot darker if you wet them well. I probably need to wet it to get the full impact. But it just opens up the eye beautifully. I don't think that was the most effective on camera makeup application. But anyway, it's better than nothing. So I love the colors. They really brighten up my blue eyes. So then I have the purple right here. And this, I took this smaller brush. This is one of my favorite brushes. It's just a basic, tiny little eyeshadow brush. And what I like about it for videos is that it gives me a little bit more of a precise application. I'm not the type who's doing the videos with the white base where You know, you can clearly see the eyeshadows. I'm trying to, and it's beautiful, it's very artistic. I can't wear eyeshadows like that, so when I'm doing the videos, I'm trying to make it wearable, and I need a little bit more subtlety in my daily life. So the purple's a little patchy, and it's just a great, vibrant, kind of a classic purple. But this one, you can see it is a little patchy, and it's hard, it's like got almost a gray undertone. It's hard to build up a super dark color unless you put it on a white base, but I really like this kind of shade for more smoky, muted, blended looks, so I'm okay with that. I like the way it looks. I used the brush wet and lined it, and then I came with a brush like this and just softened it a little bit. This is a smoky eye brush, or a short eyeshadow brush, I guess. Just softened it a little bit. And then I also put it right in the crease, right up here, very softly. I didn't want a really big purple streak, I just wanted kind of some soft shading. And then I took the black, it's like a black gray, and again, they don't have names. And these darker ones are a little bit patchier, which is the opposite of the other palette. And this is a patchy grayish black. It's not dark, it's probably a black, but it's not dark enough when I put it on to really get me calling it a black, but I think it's supposed to be a black. And then I lined it wet up here to give my eyes definition. So that's this particular eyeshadow palette. A lot of the pictures I've seen have just the big bright purple, right? I mean, not purple, yellow on your whole eyelid. And I don't know, it doesn't work on me. I tried that look and I looked a little bit like a peacock or something, a little silly. But it kind of depends on your eyes. And I think part of it is I've got bigger eyes, so you have that much of this bright canary yellow, and it's just a little bit too much. So what do I think overall? I think actually I like both of these quads a lot. I love the fact that you can get kind of some bright, fun summer colors to play around with that aren't super expensive, and then they have really great kind of muted natural shades with it that make the look a little bit more wearable and easier to figure out. So overall, I was thrilled with these. I paid about $8.99 for them, and you can see they're not the highest quality shadows ever, but having paid ridiculous amounts for expensive high-end shadows that were no better, I think they're just really great fun to play around with. And this look I love with my eyes, with my eye color. So that's it. I would recommend getting the yellow, and I also loved, so the two yellows in that palette were the stars, and then in this one right here, these two brighter ones are the stars. They're absolutely worth having those colors. The other ones I'm kind of, they're fine. They're nice, but they're nothing special. That's it. I'd love comments or feedback from anyone who has any of these. Please subscribe on YouTube, and on YouTube I'm also doing a book chapter by chapter called Masks, which is about makeup and the masks we wear, and I will put that link in the description to this video. Thanks very much.